time bomb set in motion. We knew that we were destined to explode. And if I had to pull you out of the wreckage, you know I'm never gonna let you go. We're like a time bomb, gonna lose it, let's defuse it. Baby, we're like a time bomb, but I need it, wouldn't have it any other way. Well, there's no way out of this, so let's stay in. Every storm that comes also comes to an end. Oh, resistance is useless, just two kids stupid and fearless. Like a bullet shooting a love set. There's only one way down this road. It was like a time bomb set in motion. We knew that we were destined to explode. And if I had to pull you out of the wreckage, you know I'm never gonna let you go. We're like a time bomb, gonna lose it, let's defuse it. Baby, we're like a time bomb, but I need it, wouldn't have it any other way. Got my heart in your hands, like a time bomb ticking. It goes off, we start again. When it breaks, we fix it. Got your heart in my hands, like a time bomb ticking. We should know better, but we won't let go. It was like a time bomb set in motion. We knew that we were destined to explode. And if I had to pull you out of the wreckage, you know I'm never gonna let you go. We go like a time bomb, gonna
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Wolf, his name is Muiz, and here we are live to bring you the FIFA Online 3 Fantasy Cup Road to Korea. This is where the top 8 players from our entire player pool of 256 players just kind of gonna battle it out in this double elimination tournament, and the winner gets to represent Singapore and Malaysia in the Korea FIFA Online 3 Invitational happening in a few months' time. So we're gonna have a lot of exciting action happening tonight, and I'm really happy to be on the casting desk casting FIFA Online 3.
Yeah, Wolf, I'm happy to be alongside you. It's been a long time since we last were on air, and I'm sure football fans have been missing their. I'm sure they've been waiting for the next edition of
Oh,
when
yeah.
we come on air. I'm sure. This is also something very new, unlike what we previously brought to you. It is 1v1. It's still best of 3, but instead of having teams of 3, we now have 1v1. So this is very interesting. It's pure personal skill
Oh, yeah.
versus one another. So it's and these are, like you said, the last 8, the top 8 players left. They have whittled down the pool from 256 players. All of them very good. The vanquished, I'm sure, have been. They have tried their best.
They've been late to rest.
They have been
late to rest. But let's take a look at the top 8 seeds first. We have the brackets up right now. Tonight we will have Kogane going up against Hull Rocks in our A group there, as well as I believe Game 2 will be Old going up against. Okay, this is gonna be a really E-Master Vinchu.
Yes.
Or just Vinchu.
We just call it Vinchu because his name is exceptionally long. So, Kogane versus Hull Rocks. Kogane, I believe, is all these players have previously represented their teams in the championship. So Kogane was from One Fat Burden, I believe, and Hull Rocks was the captain of the Chosen One. Both of these players are Singaporean, so they are here right now in Garena Stadium. Old and E-Master Vinchu, or Vinchu for short. Both of them have also represented their teams, Old being the captain of You Just Got God, and E-Master Vinchu being part of the RBE Master team, which I believe came in first in the whole tournament. It was a very exciting final. So these are very big name players. In fact, all 8 of them have played in the championship before, so there is no lack of skill between these players. It's going to be a tough battle for all 4 of our quarterfinals. Also, you should note that it is a double elimination, so even if the players do get defeated in their first match, they do have a
They have one more chance.
They have one more chance.
You can't lose 2 games. You can lose 1, but hey, double elim makes it just ever so exciting. We've seen loser bracket comebacks before, and it just makes it so exciting. You get more games, more FIFA action, and the more you tune in, once we hit those viewership numbers, the more rewards you get for yourself in FIFA Online 3.
Exactly. Speaking of rewards, today there will be 2 rewards. We managed to break the 2,000 likes in for the Facebook like contest, I guess, to get the prizes. Unfortunately, we didn't get the World 11 100 pack. We got the top 300 and the top.
I'm disappointed.
I am disappointed. I was looking forward to getting 3 packs instead of 2, but you know, we won't quibble too much. Something for nothing, it's still not bad.
There's still tomorrow and next week, I guess.
There is still tomorrow and next week, I believe. I still think that you can go to the Facebook and like, and hopefully we can push tomorrow's to 3,000 and we can get 3 prizes instead of 2.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So let's speak a little bit, I guess, about the recent changes to FIFA Online 3 as well. There have been many changes, I'm sure, to all the players out there who've been following the game. Major updates. The FIFA Online 3 has updated the 2013 players to 2014, some with stat boosts as well. Also, every World 11 now has extra 2 attribute points for every category.
Ooh.
So that's major changes that I personally have benefited. My whole team has benefited. I'm happy. Some people now will not be so happy because I think the prices have gone.
Oh yeah, they
significantly up.
definitely would have gone. I mean, +2 to every stat is a huge advantage. And if you think about it, when you have a stacked team going up against a team that's not so stacked, especially in your game, you're going to be up for a tough battle ahead of you. But I believe these 2 players that we will be seeing in tonight, Kogane as well as Hull Rocks, they're going to have some pretty good stuff. I think we need to invite them to the room
we will.
right now. They should be ready to get in. Let's just get that on the way.
While I'm inviting them, let me also say a few things about how this
Kogane is right there.
Kogane
There we
is
go.
right there, I believe. Let
Where
me check
is-
if How Rocks has added me. How Rocks has not added me yet.
We have to wait. We have to wait for How Rocks to add us in the client.
How Rocks is giving me the hold on a moment signal. Let me just speak about how the teams have been
There we
picked.
go.
The teams, they are not using their original teams, so these are specially made fantasy accounts for them. They have been given a selection of players to select from, and this is how they make up their teams. So it's all
Has everything been enabled for them in this tournament?
they have everything's been enabled except for the fact that they can't go on the transfer market. You're not allowed to buy, sell any of these players, of course, because they've been given the best of the best. To
Oh yeah,
compete
they
with.
have.
Okay, so it seems that Kogane and How Rocks are in. I think we can go on into the game mode now.
Yeah, we should be able to. And this is kind of the fun part that we will be looking at, because think about it. We have given these players infinite resources. Every single resource that we have in the game, we have just given it to them. And I wonder what's going to happen, because we talked about the recent changes in the patch. We talked about, oh, how the World 11 players are just so good right now, and the patch changes. 2013 turns to 2014 now, right?
2014, yes.
And we will have to see what they're going to use, so let's run through the lineups right now. Of course, Kogane playing here using FC Barcelona as his, team icon, whereas How Rocks using Hull City.
Alright, so on the side of Barcelona, Kogane has selected Iker Casillas 2010, Maicon 2010, 2006 Rio Ferdinand, World Cup Matt Hummels, 07 Eric Abidal, 07 Steven Gerrard, World Cup Paul Pogba, 07 Ronaldinho, 2014 Gareth Bale, 2014 Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and World Cup Cristiano Ronaldo. A very formidable team, lining up 4-2-1-3. So this is a very stable formation. I've seen this played before, gives a lot of cover at the back with this right defensive midfielder, central defensive midfielder. I did not unfortunately get
To
the
run
chance
through.
to run through How Rocks' team. Never
We'll
mind.
do it later.
We'll do it later. Both playing in stripes, in the stripes of the Blaugrana. It is the red. It is Kogane in the red and blue, and in the How kit of orange and black, it is How Rocks. Staying true to his name right there. Attacking from left to right, it will be Kogane, and right to left in the orange is How Rocks.
Yeah, we will have to see what's going to happen right here. The game has already started, and FC Barcelona playing, like you said, left to right, Hull City from right to left.
Quick attack there. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is free. He managed to squirt the ball under the goalkeeper. It is a very quick attack there from Kogane, and he is one up. Hull City already down early on. Michael Essien controlling in the middle of the field, but gives the ball away. Does Gareth Bale get it? He does, but robbed by Ronaldinho. Passes in field to Gareth Bale. Managed to get back there. How Rocks. How Rocks now attacking down the right side with Maicon. Maicon to Ronaldinho, tries a through pass, does not get it through. Didier Drogba manages to turn. He finds Eto'o. Eto'o tries to slide it in, but he does not. And that is an unfortunate own goal there by Matt Hummels for Kogane. It seems that the players are still finding their feet, probably rusty from a couple months of rest there.
Man, I don't know about that. The early attack was really good, like firing off all cylinders really early, and now we might see another offense there. But like you said, very unfortunate having that own goal, unable to control the ball and tapping it right into his own back of the net.
It's not something we usually see with this top level players, but sometimes luck plays a factor. Eric Abidal now with the ball for FC Barcelona. Paul Pogba managed to slide it through to Ronaldinho. He has acres of space to run. Where does he pass to? He passes Ibrahimovic. Gareth Bale on the right. Willie Cut on his left. He tried to, but does not succeed. Samuel Eto'o holding up the ball. Gets tackled. Maicon with the ball. Samuel Eto'o aggressive there. Gets the ball back. Ronaldinho. Yes, beautiful move there. Tries to cut in. Passes the ball in. Gareth Bale. He's not right footed. He needs to get on his left. Paul Pogba slides to Didier Drogba, manages to get through, but just stopped there
Real
in the nick of
close.
time. Real close, real close. Ronaldinho now. Zlatan against Zlatan, double his tally. Zlatan gets tackled there by Marcos Rojo. But Zlatan gets the ball, but Zlatan is open. Zlatan passes it in. That was a poor pass there by Kogane, unfortunately. And manages to get away. How Rocks. He is now on the attack. Samuel Eto'o. Ronaldinho as centre forward. Manages to turn, finds Eto'o again. Eto'o will look for Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho has space. Too long there to take the shot. And now Kogane is on the attack again. Gareth Bale down the right side. Beautiful pass there across Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get past his man? He can. Does he square it? He does.
Oh.
Gareth Bale, can he get there?
Not fast enough.
Not fast enough. Ibrahimovic, cheeky, but unfortunately that took a little bit of time and the defenders managed to get there. Ronaldinho in space now. Didier Drogba, that was a poor pass. Matt Hummels will have no problem clearing this. Paul Pogba, ample space. He looks up, just passes it into the feet of Ronaldinho. I thought he would have made better of that chance. Ronaldinho here.
Ooh.
Beautiful pass to Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba, will he shoot?
Oh, that
It
was
does not.
really close.
Eto'o
There we
finishes
go.
from the center of the box there. That was unfortunate. That was a bad pass by the defender straight to the feet of Samuel Eto'o. Right now, Hull Rocks leads 2-1 in this first game of the best of 3.
Yeah, about 3 minutes left here, and we see a lot of very quick passes coming in from both these players. And right now, Ronaldinho coming in for the frontal assault and getting challenged away though.
Beautiful interception there by Paul Pogba. Ronaldinho again gives the ball away. The midfield play of FC Barcelona controlled by Kogane right now a little bit sloppy. He needs to tighten out the passing because the passing seems to always get intercepted by the enforcers of the team of Hull City. Ronaldo now to Ronaldinho. Gareth Bale will cut on the left. Does he try finesse shot? He does not. Beautiful shot there.
There we go.
There we go. That is the perfect example of Zlatan Ibrahimovic's upper body strength, just pushing the defender away, creating a little bit of space, turning and putting it right into the bottom corner. Beautiful 2-all, fantastic match so far.
These passes have been so lightning fast, and once they get into the box, it's just nearly 100% confirmed chance of hitting the back of the net there.
That's exactly right. These guys are deadly in front of goal, so they don't let any chances pass easily. It was tackled there. Was it a foul? I believe it was a foul. Ronaldinho on the left side now. Does he swing it in? Does he try a cheeky shot? Gareth Bale definitely going to swing it in.
Ooh.
That was something I did not expect off the crossbar there. Tried very cheeky shot there by Gareth Bale. Almost made it in.
Earns him a corner though.
Yeah, it still does get a corner, but that was straight to Gianluigi Buffon. And that is way too easy for the giant Italian. Giant Italian boots it. Samuel Eto'o is now in attack. He has support. Gareth Bale, that is speed. He has the speed. But so does Maicon. Eric Abidal, the recently retired Eric Abidal, still in the game though, so still able to be used. Ronaldinho, the old warhorse, the Brazilian warhorse there. Zlatan, Chiellini. Beautiful interception, but gives it away to Gerrard. Ronaldinho slides it into Ibrahimovic. Gareth Bale has space. He cuts in. He tries to go for the left-legged curling shot, but it doesn't happen for him. Ronaldinho now in attack for Hull. Samuel Eto'o tries the direct route, tries to run straight through Matt Hummels, but nothing doing right there. Steven Gerrard on his way to Major League Soccer. We hear Steven Gerrard. Gareth Bale now on the left wing. Bad pass there by Hull Rocks. Clearly easy for Kogane. Right now, I think the teams are very evenly matched. They both settled down in this first match, and it's going to be a tight affair all the way to the end, I believe.
Yeah, this is going to be really close. I mean, we can talk about the distinct different play styles by both these players, but right now, look at the quick passes coming out, of course, from Kogane on Barcelona.
Right now, the play styles, I think they're also still developing. I mean, they've probably been playing 3v3 for quite a long time, and 1v1 is a whole different beast altogether. 1v1 is just all you all the time, so there's no support. You don't have team think, you can't tell what your teammates are doing. Samuel Eto'o there goes for the poor shot straight into the goalkeeper. Tried to squirt it under the body, but unfortunately nothing happens. Paul Pogba, beautiful header. Does he get a second by the cherry? Chiellini, wonderful Caesar's kick there.
There we go.
Chiellini, not known for his clinical finishing, but the Italian captain there just manages to get it into the goal. It is now 3-2 to Hull Rocks. In real life, you would never see a scoreline like this. Hull City would never ever beat Barcelona.
Hey, this is why you play FIFA Online 3.
Exactly. The FIFA Online 3, anything can happen. Oh, almost beautiful pass by Samuel Eto'o. Maicon. They are now in danger of losing Barcelona because there's only like 3 minutes left. Gareth Bale down the left wing. Gareth Bale gets tackled. Maicon, does he start something? No, Gareth Bale gets it. All that Hull Rock has to do now.
This could be the final attack.
It is probably going to be the final attack. Will he score one more? It is beautiful shot there by Samuel Eto'o, but the goalkeeper gets a hand to it. And I believe that this probably will be the final scoreline. It is already the 90th minute. He calls for a short corner. He's probably going to just waste time in the corner there. Ronaldinho in no rush to cross the ball. Gets it out. Now it's another corner for them. This is all just pure and simple killing of the game off. Again,
Guys.
Ronaldinho, he's going to do the same thing again. I think Kogane pretty much realizes that it's also over for this game. Ronaldinho there smacks it against the post, but it does not change the outcome. It is a victory for Hull City by the scoreline of 3-2. Hull Rocks takes the first game, draws first blood against Kogane.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, both players here, especially from the get-go, we saw Kogane just blitz it right through, gets the early goal, and then concedes an own goal from the very beginning. And like you said, both players really trying to get into the rhythm of this game, and it got very intense for a while. And we saw that Kogane, especially in the first half, using those lightning fast passes, really good reflexes on the player himself, following through, getting that draw eventually, and moving into the second half, it just became quite sloppy play from both players, but Hull Rocks managing to capitalize on that at the end, taking the lead, of course.
Exactly. Hull Rocks managed to keep his calm and manages to get the victory over here. So one other thing that I want to talk about is the players right now. They have there's this new thing that's been implemented, the best player top 100. So there's a list of 100 players in the game, which will be given +1 if you have 6 or more in your squad, your starting 11. So right now everyone is utilizing it because obviously all these players that they've been given are pretty much all in the top 100, as you can see, all +1 to their attributes. So this will make a major difference. Let's take a look at Hull Rocks team since we didn't get a chance to. It is a 4-2-4 formation, very attacking, lightning quick. Again,
Still didn't get a chance to do it.
these guys are impatient,
Wow.
aren't they?
They want to just go.
They don't want to hear me talk. They just want to get this over and done with.
It's a best of 3, so if Hull Rocks actually win this one, you won't have a chance to talk about his squad at all.
I think this may be Hull Rocks' tactic. He doesn't want to reveal his secrets to me at all, so he's just playing it quick. Hull Rocks on the attack. Again, Ronaldinho there, instrumental in the attack, but gets tackled by Rio Ferdinand. Didier Drogba, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Leo Messi, someone that we don't normally see in the championships, is being brought out there by Kogane. He is fast, he is tricky, but you know, he's pretty weak, so he's not the strongest player, and strength in this game is very important. Ronaldinho gets tackled out, ball in the middle with Cristiano Ronaldo playing very far back, not where Cristiano Ronaldo probably usually plays. Beautiful slide rule pass there to Zlatan.
Oh.
That was the wrong option there, trying to chip the goalkeeper, and you won't get an easy chip over someone with the caliber of Manuel Neuer, who just came in 3rd in the Ballon d'Or ratings, the top-rated goalkeeper in the world, probably the best goalkeeper at the moment. Zlatan Ibrahimovic passes to Samuel Eto'o. Fancy just about gets through. Ronaldinho, does he get a chance? Michael Essien gets the ball out. Didier Drogba there.
It's interesting to see both players actually use that front assault, going right down the middle for their attacks here.
Actually, that frontal assault is the hallmark of this game. Crossing is not so popular, although it can pay dividends right here. Does it pay dividends for Kogane? It almost did. Crossing is not particularly a
effective tactic. Yeah.
I kind of use it when I play the game just to mix it up because no one kind of expects it. Ronaldinho managed to get past. Does he go down? No, he does not. Does not get a penalty, does not get a free kick, doesn't get anything out of that. Well blocked by the goalkeeper. Michael Essien, does he take a long shot? He has a fearsome long shot, but gets caught out there by Paul Pogba. Didier Drogba now. Ronaldo, it is one-on-one. Does Messi go around him? He does not. He finds Cristiano Ronaldo on the wing. Ronaldo, will he cross? He does. Drogba there. Drogba smacks it against the post from the middle of the box. That was unfortunate. That was pretty paltry finishing there by Didier Drogba. Something I wouldn't expect. To the far post almost again. Kogane. Kogane is definitely pushing this hard. Kogane wants the first goal again. Will he get it? He's in attack again. Miles Rojo, what was he doing? Passes back to the goalkeeper. Almost gets caught out by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This has been frantic so far.
Oh my goodness, Kogane must be pulling out his hairs right now, missing that one wide open, hitting the post, and he has another attempt now.
Kogane's had the best of the attack so far, but unfortunately Kogane has not been able to put it into the back of the net. Beautiful move there by Zlatan Ibrahimovic, creating himself some space. Michael Essien in the middle, finds Eto'o. This will be unfortunate if Hull Rock gets the counter attack, because Kogane will probably scream out in frustration. Beautiful pass, beautiful shot there, but just goes by the post. Kogane is probably sweating buckets right now. He knows he has had several chances. Will they come back to haunt him?
He has had every chance in this first half up to that point.
Up to that point, yes, he has had every chance. You are right, and he has not managed to get one in yet. Right now,
Man.
How Rock seems to have stabilized his team, his thinking. He is on the attack now. Beautiful pass there from Alaba to Samuel Eto'o with a short pass. Does not go anywhere though. Chiellini passes out. Again now, Kugane on the attack. No time though. It is now half time. Frenetic first half so far. Kugane with most of the attack.
Very one-sided first half, I have to say. And I mean, Kugane here is still trying to go on the offense, but I have to give very good props to Howrocks because he's been keeping his calm, defending properly, and just waiting for the perfect opportunity to attack.
In the first game, I saw it as well. How Rocks has great enforcers at the back. These two defensive midfielders seem to be doing their job and managing to get the ball back just before Kugane manages to pull the trigger, or his defenders as well. They are very well disciplined, well drilled, and they're not giving much space. They're not giving much space, even though Kugane has the attacks. They're not just standing there and letting him shoot. They're making it hard and making it difficult for him to get a clear shot off. Right now, How Rocks is in the attack. Steven Gerrard, I sense a shot. I was wrong. Ronaldinho there will get tackled out. Beautiful pass here by Kugane. Ronaldo has the speed. Ronaldo, does he square it? He sure will. And it's...
Oh!
There is an incredible save on the line by Marcos Rojo. How Rocks here, by the skin of his teeth. Kugane smells blood. He wants the goal. Does How Rocks counter effectively? Ronaldinho now. It is Ronaldinho wide open. Ronaldinho with slide roof pass. Eto'o is in there.
Wow!
And How Rocks manages to squeeze it down into the near post, and the goalkeeper doesn't get it. How Rocks manages to keep repelling the attacks time and time again, and has taken a 1-0 lead against Kugane. Kugane is surely feeling the frustration right now. Kugane goes straight into the attack. Ronaldo again checks it, finds Zlatan, checks again, but Michael Essien is there. Too many times, too much hesitation right there. David Alaba going down the left wing.
Man, Howrock's really living up to his name there. He is a rock-solid defender right here, and coming back the counter-attack is just the perfect time to take all the momentum away from Kugane.
That probably has completely winded Kugane, because it would have if it were me. I'd be attacking all the way and just losing out to that first goal. It must be frustrating. How Rocks here dribbles around everybody, but Casillas gets the ball back into his grasp. How Rocks is very rock solid, stable right now. His defense is winning him the game so far, and his clinical finishing. He only had 2 shots so far, I think, and one of them has resulted in a goal.
I think it's 3 in total.
Oh, 3 in total?
Yeah.
That's still a pretty decent conversion rate right there.
Wow, I mean, that's just really insane. And right now, you look at that, all the momentum has just completely disappeared from Kugane, and Howrocks is just slowly making his attack very kind of patient, waiting, punches away the ball at the keeper, and it's back on the offense here for Kugane.
We've seen Howrocks do this previously when he was playing 3v3. He is not a player to rush the game, and it seems to have paid dividends in this game. 4 more minutes left. Will he hold on? I think with the attack right now, he may just be able to see out the game with this 1-0 victory. But you know, anything can happen in football. Though he is approaching the end, he is not going to rush it. He's going to wait for Kugane.
He wants to secure the 100% win. No finesse shots here. Doesn't want to just extend it even further. 90 minutes, no injury time, and that is it. 1-0 for Hull City, and Howrocks here close out this best of 3 in a 2-0 fashion.
It has been a whitewash by Howrocks. Howrocks has taken 2 games with, I would say, consummate ease if it were not for the attacking. He managed to repel that one. I think the key moment was the Marcos Rojo save on the line. I thought that was definitely going in by Kugane, and I don't know how he had the wherewithal, the thinking, the calmness.
Like I said, his defenders leave no holes open. The keeper runs out, the defender runs in to just protect the post.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful defending. And as you can see now, we have something for all you loyal viewers who've been watching us. Please go to coupon.fo3.garena.com and type in the code. I definitely will because like you, I'm a great fan of the game.
We should just read it. We should just read it out because who knows? What if someone's just listening to it, doing something else, and
Right?
maybe they can do it too.
Okay, I'm gonna. Will you let you read it?
It's gone. It's gone.
It's only gonna be active for I believe 10 minutes, so you gotta go
we
there.
try.
and
We
get it.
tried to help you.
Yeah.
We really tried to help you.
Whoops, just take your YouTube browser thing and
Just go back.
Yeah.
Buffer it backwards.
Yeah, buffer it backwards a couple of seconds, and you should be able to see it. Pause it,
Man.
and I'm sure someone will post it out on YouTube as well. So you just copy and paste it. So that's the first game. How Rocks versus Kogane. How Rocks coming out victorious in the first set of matches. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was really exciting. I mean, what do you think about that match? Let's talk about it really, really quickly. Oh, before that, let's bring up the second match right now. It is going to be...
Oh, it's gonna be Monet versus Zarate. Okay, I didn't expect that. I thought it was gonna be Old versus Imaster Vinchu. Must have got my notes mixed up, but that's okay. Yeah, the match.
Yeah, let's talk about the match a little bit really, really quickly. I mean, game number one was just very frantic. I thought both teams played quite sloppily, especially in the second half. Passes were not completed all the time, and then the goals were just really haphazard. Someone just managed to get the ball in the box. The passes were just very wayward, and someone finally puts a foot into it, puts it behind the net. Game two, however, very clinical finish from How Rocks.
That is the difference, I think. How Rocks was better at both ends of the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
He was better defensively. He just managed to repel every single attack. Kogane was absolutely fierce. He was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the defense. He didn't manage to get anything. Unfortunate for him. And How Rocks, one of his only 3 attacks, and he manages to get 130.
Oh, yeah.
333.
And the way he got it as well. I mean, I believe it was just 4 passes, and right from the side. I mean, diagonally, it's such a narrow space as well. And wow, Kogane must have just felt it right there, pierced him right through the chest. That one goal.
But in a true display of sportsmanship, Kogane has walked over to How Rocks and given him his congratulations. How Rocks progresses to the next round. Kogane is still not done. Kogane still goes to the loser bracket. The second match will be Old versus Imaster Vinchu. The overlay was unfortunately incorrect. I was right, haha. Yeah, I've been given a thumbs up, so yeah. My notes were right. I did my research. They scared me a little bit there.
Oh, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. The first one was an all Singaporean affair. The next one will be across the causeway. Both players will not be in Garena Stadium. They will be in their respective
the comfort of their man caves, I would say.
their man caves probably, yeah. So Old versus Imaster Vinchu. Old, as we all know, is one of the representatives previously sent to Korea. He is the captain of
We
You
go
Just
for a
Got
break
God.
right after this.
And Imaster Vinchu from RBE Master. So this is going to be an excellent match coming up. So that will come up right after the break. I believe we're going to have a break, and we will see you soon.
Yeah, don't forget to like the Facebook page and all the fun stuff, and we will be seeing you right after these breaks.
Ciao.
And welcome back to the Fantasy Cup Road to Korea FIFA Online 3. My name is Wolf, casting alongside Moose today, and we will be getting into game number 2 very shortly between Old as well as E-Master Vin Chu. Checking your mic. It's on. It's on.
Old is pretty much the poster boy for a lot of fans. You just got his team gets massive rabid support from the Malaysians, especially on Facebook. Every time they go into a tournament, they are the favorites.
The crowd favorites.
They are crowd favorites. They are the people's team, so to speak.
Oh yeah, I really like the Malaysian fans because whenever they go behind a team, you can see them go behind the team in full force. And massive rabbits, wow, I mean rabbits breed so much and you have them massively, like I can't imagine a horde of rabbits coming after you.
Not quite that kind of rabbit, but you know the support is pretty rabbit as well. Yes. You just got is, like I said, arguably the most beloved team in
Oh, yeah.
In
the
the whole of
Singapore
Malaysia.
Malaysian region, I
In
guess.
the Singapore
Yeah.
Malaysian region. I mean, I'm sure they have Singaporean fans as well. E-Master Vinchu comes from RB E-Master, as his moniker would imply. They are, I think, the winningest team.
Winningest.
Yes, the winningest team.
Most achievements.
Most achievements.
Highest achievement score, highest like trophy count.
Correct.
Everything.
All they've won next to everything, both individually and also as a collective team. In fact, in this draw, we have two of them. I think it's RB Alex and also Vinchu who's in there. I think the only people not in are Arroyos, if I'm not wrong. So that just shows how powerful the team is. They are, again, like I said, I like this word, winningest. I know it's not a word. But
hey, we can coin whatever word we want.
yes, I know. Some people might take offense to the fact that it's not an actual word. But they are the winningest. So therefore, E-Master doesn't get so much support as you just got. Probably because, like I was mentioning to Wolf, they're seen as a bit of a bourgeois team because they are, of course, the favorites most of the time simply because of the players they have.
Oh yeah.
But so I guess it's the
With
people's
fame
team.
comes infamy.
Yes,
You
with
got your
fame.
haters as well.
Exactly, because maybe people just don't like. They like to support the underdog. They don't like
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
winning all the time,
Maybe.
which is strange because I like to win. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about this tournament, this Road to Korea Fantasy Cup. So it started with 256 players. Massive support. It was selected on their best 1v1 scores.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I would have come even close to qualifying for it, but yes, 256 people did. They whittled down over the weeks. They played many matches, and now we're into our last 8-man standing, the top 8, so to speak.
Yeah, you imagine that first these players had to battle it out in the ranks, making the top 256 out of I have no idea. God knows only how many players are
Several
playing this game.
thousand.
Exactly, and after that they had to battle each other out and on their own time as well before making it to this stage, the top 8 players.
Exactly. It was a long process. It got really intense at times. I was, manically following them. I was seeing if there were any surprises. I wouldn't say that any.
Chatting them up, making sure, hey, did you get in? Did you get in?
Yeah. Most of them, I do have a lot of them on my friends list. So I was asking them, did you meet this person, that person? A lot of them were saying to me whether they won or lost. It was a great battle, all the way epic to the end. Let's see if the two players are available now. Yep, I think they are. So this tournament is unique because they're not using their own teams. They are using teams which have been they've been allowed to draft 20 players, and they've also been given maximum plus 20 level packs for them to level up their players all the way. So that's something interesting and something we don't normally see. So these are, take in mind, they might be level 5 and level 3, but they're not actually their teams.
No. These are accounts given to them, and let's talk a little bit more about these two players. First off, of course, we have Old on the left here, and of course Vin Chu playing on the right side, or not playing, but as you can see, he's on the right side, and they will be getting ready very shortly. And like Moose has said, they have been given packs and players to draft from, and it's a really interesting process because we don't usually see that in regular EPL season. People just go through transfer season, like, here, have a wad of cash and come sign my contract. That's how it kind of
Exactly.
works. But for this one, it's just really interesting because they have to plan ahead. They need to know when to use your experience boost and all that. And it's just really interesting to see how these teams will be formed. We will get into the lobby very shortly once they're all ready.
I believe they are all ready. Fans of American sports will understand the concept of drafting a little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's you get to pick the players you want, but not necessarily the players. You don't have.
They are all available.
they're
It's not all available. Yeah.
It's not all available. You have limitations. They have different years that they must select from. So you have only a certain number of players from a certain year. So here we go with Old on the left as the Borussia Dortmund in the typical yellow-black, and the Real Madrid team is played by E-Master Vin Chu. So let me take you through the lineups. It is a 4-3-3 formation played there by Old. It is Gianluigi Buffon in goal, Maicon at right back. Right centre back is Rio Ferdinand. Left centre back is Marcos Rojo. And left back is Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos as the left back. I would have used probably Rojo in left back and Sergio Ramos into the middle, but I'm not particularly sure. This is Old's team. He has his own ideas. Right defensive midfielder is Yaya Torre. Steven Gerrard in central defensive midfield. Central attacking midfield is Ronaldinho. Central attacking midfield is Ronaldinho. I've already said that. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Right striker is Thierry Henry. Striker is Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and left striker is Cristiano Ronaldo. So this is probably, as you can see, the best of the best. Every one of these players is in the top 100, so you can see that they're all receiving +1 overall to their statistics. So that is a major difference.
It is.
Vin Chu does not seem to fancy the +1 so much. He is not using everyone with the +1. He has players which are not within that top 100.
A very different formation as well. I mean, it was a popular formation that we saw earlier, Old using the same thing as well. But let's talk about Vin Chu a little bit.
So Vin Chu's is a little different. So he's going with a 4-4-2 formation with two advanced central attacking midfielders. They're not wingers. They might be wide right and wide left, but they're not quite wingers. They're left attacking and right attacking midfielders. So Julio Cesar in goal is one of the best goalkeepers, probably very underrated, but he does not receive the +1. So let's see whether that is taken into account and whether that makes a difference. Maicon at right back, both of them using Maicon at right back. Central defense is Matt Hummels and Rio Ferdinand, both of them using Rio Ferdinand 06 as well. Left back is slightly different. For Vin Chu, he's using David Alaba. Right defensive midfielder is Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, not usually deployed in central defensive midfield, but he has all the tools to play there. Left defensive midfield, the Leicester City man, Esteban Cambiaso. And right attacking midfielder is Leo Messi. Left attacking midfielder is Ronaldinho. Up front for Vin Chu will be Thierry Henry, the recently retired New York Red Bulls man, and the right striker, the new Ballon d'Or winner, Cristiano Ronaldo. So it would seem that the two teams are having slightly different approaches. When it comes to Vin Chu, I believe he's going to take the ball out wide a little bit as opposed to Old, because Old's formation is
Pretty standard, I would say. Like you said, going through the middle and attacking, that's the most effective way to play this game. However, we will have to see if Vin Chu can kind of shake things up a bit with his formation.
Okay, both teams are ready. We will start the game now. Let's see if there are any differences in play style. This formation has been Old's trademark for the longest time. He plays it with You Just Got God as well.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember, because You Just Got God next to never changes the formation.
Yeah, I mean, why change what works, right?
But formations that work with 3-on-3 don't necessarily work with 1v1.
We'll have to see.
I've learned that the hard way, so we'll have to see. We are both
Because you've been
ready.
copying the 3-on-3 formations, haven't you?
I've been trying everything. It does not quite work. So now I've stuck to a formation which works for me, which,
You're not going to reveal just yet.
we're not going to reveal it just yet. If you want to, you can add me as a friend. I might be able
You've got
to.
like 7, 8 requests
I've got
now.
a few. Okay, there seems to be a tiny bit of a hiccup. It is not quite starting, so we will have to wait a moment.
What's going on?
Servers not doing the thing. So yeah, we'll wait a moment and see whether this resolves itself or whether we have to restart the game.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Are they in the game actually?
They will not be in game. They should be stuck. So yeah. So let's talk about that draft again. So since we have the time, we didn't get to go through the draft.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the draft. So American sports fans, it's a system used in basketball, I believe.
Basketball, NFL, you got NBA, NFL, MLS, NHL, I think as well.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure about the hockey league.
MLB as well.
MLB, Major League Baseball,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next to everything in the US uses this draft system. Unfortunately, in football we don't see it, so it gets a little bit confusing. I was just watching the MLS draft, and it was very, very interesting as well. So it's a new concept. They use it for football over in the US, but not football anywhere else.
Yeah.
We have transfer windows. So the premise is that while they have players, you're given a set of players. Not everyone is available to you because there are different restrictions. For different sports, there are different restrictions.
Correct. And the good thing about drafting, especially, we are not talking about the drafting here, essentially, is that the new players actually have a chance to just take the stage for a short moment and see play time, see a little bit of air time at the same time.
Exactly, but it might not be a good thing. I was watching the MLS draft, and some of them were not very eloquent, so it was pretty embarrassing to see them come on stage for the first time. The game itself right now, I think it doesn't seem to be resolving.
I think we're going to
I think we
restart
have
the
to
client.
Restart the client, yep. So bear with us a moment. We will come back as soon as physically possible. Thank you again for tuning in to this to our live stream. It's always I'm always glad. It's always a great thing to have you around. Yeah.
Don't forget to go like the Facebook page. Go like the post as well in order to receive those in-game rewards later. That's for tomorrow. And of course, we will be restarting the client. And let's talk a little bit more about the draft. I mean, like new players, old players coming in. And the fun part about it is that teams are kind of slated draft spots. They can buy away or trade draft spots depending on where they want it to be. And there we go. Let's see what this are. There are the brackets here.
It's mysteriously controlling by itself.
Yeah, this is a completely different PC. But yeah. This is the website you can go to. Take a look at the bracket. Take a look at the table there. And the FIFA Online 3 stuff will be happening right now.
It is, I believe, fo3.garena.com /tournaments where you can see all this. This is exactly what I was trying to pull up just now. You see, these are the players that they were given. Thank you, people high up in the heavens there.
Yeah, in the production room. And there we go.
Room.
Each account will be given 3 World Cup draft packs, 1 player pack, 5 times 14 draft, 4 10s, 3 6s, 306, 307s, and 309s, and then 21 level 20 experience capsules.
Yeah, that's exactly what we said. Not everyone's stacked in one particular thing. There are no World 11s, so yeah, they're not allowed to transfer or upgrade players, of course, because as we've already mentioned, these are not their primary accounts. These are accounts made for them specially, so that everyone has a pretty much level playing field. So you can't just basically throw money and get a better team than someone else. Everyone has to draft from this particular lot of players. Yes, 256 players.
We know. We've talked about it already.
Talked about it, yeah.
This draft is really exciting. So, like you said, they may not have gotten every single player that they wanted, and they had to work around whichever player they got.
Exactly, because for me, my team is primarily made up of World Cup players, and you can't have all World Cup players simply because
you only get 1 pack.
You only get 1 pack. And yes, I see you pointing to live stream. You can go to the website fo3.garena.com, click on the live stream, and you can listen to us. It's really no point telling them, because if they're not already on the live stream, they won't hear us.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for Vinchu to actually come into the game as well.
Vinchu's been having some problems with his PC, I understand. So we will give Vinchu a moment. It's Old is already in. Old is waiting patiently for his good friend / adversary.
Yeah, probably the rival.
Old says too many bugs after the update. I think not.
I think it's just a one-off thing. It's okay.
That's the one-off.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell him as much. It's just a one-off, man.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this drafting system, not the one that we have on FIFA Online 3, but instead, which do you prefer, EPL transfer windows or MLS drafting when it comes to football?
I like the excitement of the draft day, but
it's really fun, isn't it?
It's really fun to watch, but I don't know if I want to mess with the tried and tested tried and tested methods that football has used over decades, eons. It's been forever. So, preference-wise, I'm a stickler for,
Hey,
you know,
it's technically doesn't really affect us too much. It might affect your favorite teams, but
it will.
the draft does give spectators something extra to watch, don't you think so?
Yeah, but
It's super fun.
But the draft always seems to, if you get a draft, normally how it works is the team that ends up last tends to take the first draft.
Yeah, they do.
They do. So the problem is, I support Chelsea. Don't blame me for it. You all know what I support. I support Chelsea, and if they win the league, that means they get to pick last. That doesn't seem very fun.
Yeah, but then they get to pick last, and then they get to pick again
first
in the
second
round
one.
2 of the draft.
Yeah.
So we were talking about it, whether it's advantages or disadvantages.
It's another problem. Not everyone wants to draft, and then there'll be a lot of things that.
And hey, Chelsea has a lot of money. They can just buy a slot off of someone as well.
Oh, there we go again with the Chelsea having a lot of money thing again. Yeah. Okay, Vinchu and Old are finally in the game. We're gonna ask them if they're ready. These two have been waiting quite some time to play.
I mean, you guys have been waiting quite some time to watch them play as well, so we should be getting in. Old says yes, Vinchu. We just need you to say,
Yes,
all
Vinchu
right,
says
there we
yes.
go.
Okay, Vinchu there with Real Madrid
Whoa.
and Old in Borussia Dortmund.
I like this
Fingers crossed.
little overlay that we have for that moment
That
there
was
as
just
well.
very strange. You just ghosted in and ghosted away. Let's see if they have any changes in their lineup. Let's go through them one last time.
Actually, a little bit of a change. Manuel Neuer now being in the goalkeeper for
Yeah.
Vinchu.
Good spot there for Vinchu. Now Manuel Neuer is in goal. Maicon still seems like a perennial favorite. However, it seems that Old is no longer using Maicon. Probably as the game's changed, he has gone down in form. Matt Hummels in the middle with Rio Ferdinand as just now. Alaba again at left back. So only one change.
Old, listen to you.
What did Old do? Old listened to me. Old has changed Rojo into the left
Yeah.
back position. He's put Chiellini in the middle.
Yeah, he's listened to you.
Yeah.
He's listening to the stream.
Old says he's got bad luck. Suddenly everyone's gone off form. Essien in left defensive midfielder. Right defensive midfielder is Yaya Toure. Let me just click over to Vinchu's setup. Left attacking midfielder is Ronaldinho.
Not much changes.
Muller on the right side. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Cristiano Ronaldo. No more Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a slight change for Vinchu. For Old, Buffon, Ramos, Vidic, Chiellini taking over from Ramos previously. Now
Yeah.
Ramos is shunted out onto the right. No more Maicon in this team. Rojo as left back. Pogba, right defensive. Central defensive midfielder is Essien. Central attacking midfielder is Yaya Toure. Not normally a central attacking midfielder, but a potent weapon anywhere on the field nowadays in this game. Right striker, James Rodriguez. James, not James, just for the uninformed. James. Yes.
Like Rojo.
Like Rojo.
Not Rojo.
Yes, the Rojo, not Rojo. Striker is Zlatan Ibrahimovic and left striker is Ronaldinho. So we've gone
Let's
through the team.
get into the game.
Let's finally get into the game. Fingers crossed nothing happens. I'm going to just ask. Everyone says ready. Okay, scared. Okay, yes. I hope nothing happens again.
Ah, there we go. Yes.
We got in. All right. Old is in the yellow and black of Borussia Dortmund. And Vinchu seems to be favoring the away kit of Real Madrid in the pink.
Is that actually pink?
It is actually pink. In real life, it's really shockingly pink.
It's shocking pink, right?
Yes.
It doesn't look pink here.
And this is an update recently as well. The jerseys have been updated along. With a huge update. The jerseys have also been updated to the 2014 versions. And previously it was blue for the away kit of Real Madrid. But now it is the pink. Take it as you will. I don't really like it. I think it's pretty ugly. The third kit is really nice though. The third kit has a dragon on it.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, you should take a look. It's orange and has a dragon on it, so it's kind of cool. Okay, we are into the game right now. Players are lining up. Let's skip this. Old is attacking from left to right as Borussia Dortmund in the yellow again. He is on the first attack. Ronaldinho there gets cut out by Matt Hummels of E-Master Vinchu. This will be an epic battle, I foresee. Two of the biggest names in Malaysian FIFA Online 3 taking it against each other, duking it out for that place. Old did not have to qualify, did not have to go through the qualifying process because he was one of the previous representatives of the Singapore and Malaysia team who played in Korea last year. So is he rusty, lack of practice? Maybe. Let's take a look and see what happens. So far, Vinchu, beautiful passing play there through the legs of the goalkeeper. First shot on target. Vinchu draws first blood. Thomas Muller.
Yeah, a lot of holes in the defense there coming out from Old, I believe. And you just saw Muller was completely unmarked. There had space even to just put his right foot down back into the goal.
I hope that it's not a case of being a little rusty, like I mentioned. Old didn't have to play through the qualifier. Sometimes that gets in the way because you don't have the competitive streak up yet. You know, you're still in slumber mode. But now Old seems to be listening to me. He seems to be trying to get the goal back. But unfortunately, Zlatan Ibrahimovic goes down with a slight knock, a slight niggle there. Still on the floor. Imas Devinchu is attacking. Imas Devinchu is spreading the ball out wide as we have expected with his wider players. And it's still in his possession. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Cristiano Ronaldo. Beautiful turn there. Falls to Ibrahimovic, but Essien gets the ball away. Still not completely cleared though. Cristiano Ronaldo in the middle for the Pinks of Real Madrid. Essien suddenly stops. I think that there is a problem with Vinchu's computer, I believe. Vinchu no longer seems to be controlling his team.
Yeah, this is really interesting here. What's going on? Should we actually go for a pause here?
Yes, we need confirmation.
Vinchu has left the game. Let's just head to the pause, see what is going on.
Let me just check how many minutes we have left.
24
minutes. We will restart with the rest of the minutes left to play.
Yeah, we will see. We will wait for the deliberation and our committee to decide. They will communicate. We will communicate with Old as well here. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me.
Yes, people gotta talk to me.
Okay, so we will wait for the committee's confirmation here. Let's just hang on to this, see what is going on. A very unfortunate set of technical difficulties that we've experienced, but let's just ignore all that for the moment. What do you think about the opening 25 minutes?
The opening 25 minutes, I see that Vinchu is, playing slightly better. He seems slightly sharper, probably because Vinchu has had the competitive matches under his belt.
You were talking about it earlier.
Hassan, Old as he's known in game, he's been pretty much just playing against
whoever he can, maybe scrimming with his own teammates as well.
Exactly, and that probably is not the best preparation for a competitive tournament. So maybe he's a little rusty. He does look it a little bit. He's not as sharp as he usually is. That's not to disrespect Vinchu, who has had a great start.
Oh yeah, he has. I mean, that was just the defense kind of being pried right open, I have to say.
It was the simplest ball down the wing, cut back into the middle. Muller just gets it straight through the legs of the goalkeeper, and it's already 1-0. And right now, he's just being plagued by unfortunate technical difficulties. I believe the deliberation is coming through as to what will happen.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is that we will restart this one. Play the first half throughout, and then 21 minutes into the second half, we will stop this game.
Okay, so that's the deliberation. I will tell Old.
Does Old know? Ito, does Old know?
Does Old know?
No?
No, he does not.
Restart, play
70 minutes?
69 minutes? Wait. 71 minutes. Old was on the attack. Yes, voice of God. And Old gets the kickoff.
Okay, Old gets the kickoff.
Okay, so we're gonna quit this one. This is really awkward. You see us handle these problems live as well. So they will play to, let's see, what's 90 minus 24? That's 76, right? I mean, that's my math there. Yeah.
I think it's 66.
66? Oh yeah, it is 66. You're right. 66.
Yeah. So we will play 66 minutes, 41 plus 21.
45 plus 21.
45 plus 21. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
My mathematics is not the best.
It's okay.
We're still waiting for Vinchu to come online.
Vinchu has to revive his PC, but let's just talk. Hey, I mean, great 25 minutes so far. You talk about the fact that the 4-2-1-3 formation doesn't work out all too well in the 1v1 scenario. Explain to me why.
I don't think it's a formation that
one person can control.
one person can control, because it takes a lot of short, sharp passing. I don't know. Personally, for me, I've always found that playing down the wings, while terribly underrated, seems pretty effective. You need to go wide and then cut in. But
Spread the defense
spread
a
the
little
defense
bit.
a little bit. Yes, exactly. So the problem with the formation that Old is using, it doesn't have that capabilities because it's pretty much just one track through the middle. But this is not what he uses.
This isn't what he uses.
This isn't what he uses, strangely enough. So Old uses a slightly different formation. So his team that he's drafted here is.
Let's see what he had. What he got.
Let's see what he's got. John
Okay,
Luigi
from
Buffon 06.
06.
It's pretty buff when you get him to level 20, 102. So
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome. Everyone loves Michael Essien simply because Michael Essien, like Yaya Toure, plays everywhere. Left back he does well, centre back he does well, central defensive midfielder he can do it, central midfielder he can do it. He is one of the most versatile
Super
players.
flex player.
Super flex player. Rio Ferdinand in
Hey.
real life, he's he's the old warhorse, but his legs are going and he's not the best player at the moment. QPR is near the bottom of the league and they don't even play Rio Ferdinand in real life. But in 06 he was at his imperious best.
Come on, that's like almost a decade ago if you think about
it
it.
was almost a decade ago, so he was much younger.
I mean, he was a kind of star-studded player
He was
as well.
He was a prototypical ball-playing defender, not something very uncommon in the English game.
Yeah.
So that was his thing, and his partner here, Nemanja Vidic, 09. Nemanja Vidic now with Inter Milan, I believe. Vinchu is back with Inter Milan. He used to be defensive partners with Ferdinand, so there's a partnership that understands one another. Vinchu is back.
Are we ready?
We hope so. We have fingers crossed. You understand, people out there, technical difficulties can plague anyone. Gremlin.
Okay, he's ready already.
We will. I'll just tell them we will play 66 minutes.
Yes.
He has been 1-0.
All okay? Okay? No, all okay. Question mark. There we go.
Okay. Okay, both teams said that they're okay. We are going into the game right now.
Okay, we don't have to go through the lineups anymore unless they have changed. No, actually, we do still have to, because every time a game starts, we will have to see what they decide to swap out depending on how good their morale is, as well as how the players actually decide to enter the game as.
Oh, pretty much if their morale is low, they have this intangible things that happen to them. They don't react as quick. They don't think as fast.
Yeah.
They dilly-dally on the ball a little bit more. So it's really important to get everyone in form. So I see Thiago Silva coming in for Old. He goes back to his 4-3-3 formation, or if you want to call it a 4-2-1-3 formation. Again, this formation does not offer very much width, but attacking down the middle is pretty fearsome. Thiago Silva comes in. Who else goes in? Rojo again now goes back to left centre back. Left back becomes Chiellini. Ramos comes in now. As expected.
We'll wait for them to kind of switch it up. Let's see if Vin decided to change anything.
I think Old is done.
Oh,
let's
Old
go
is done.
through
Okay, Old's done.
So Rojo and Chiellini have swapped places, which is not entirely problematic because Chiellini also plays well as a left back. Paul Pogba in the middle with Steven Gerrard. This pretty much samey. Thierry Henry now comes in as central attacking midfielder. Thierry Henry, the recently retired, as I've already mentioned. James Rodriguez on the right. Because he's left-footed, so he's going to cut in from the right to the left.
Yep.
Cristiano Ronaldo is the opposite, right-footed, cuts in from the
left to the right. Yep.
And the big battering ram up there is Zlatan.
Man, you want him to be in the middle no matter what.
He is incredible.
Vin's
Vinchu is
done.
done. I'll give a moment run through. Julio Cesar has come back into the formation. Maicon, Hummels, Ferdinand, Ramos. Pretty much same old. Essien and Esteban Cambiaso. Esteban Cambiaso, very underrated. Now he's playing with Leicester City, not so glamorous anymore. Gareth Bale, right attacking midfielder, left attacking midfielder, Ronaldinho. Again, it's that cutting in from the opposite flank. Thomas Muller plays as striker, normally plays as a central attacking midfielder, but he can play as striker as well. And Thierry Henry, this time for Vinchu, is playing as a striker.
Thierry Henry of 07.
Of 07, almost a decade ago, when his legs had not gone out from under him yet.
And I mean, running that much must be just imagine what that does to your legs after years and years of running
Yeah,
and kicking.
Pretty much, you by the time you're 35, you're pretty much worn. Your knees are probably.
Hey, you're
break.
worn and rich though.
Yeah, but right after that, it very limited else to do because the only thing that you've known in your life is playing football.
They go on holiday. I wouldn't mind going on like a 10-year siesta.
I'm sure the holiday only lasts for oh so long before you get bored and you want to do something more fruitful with your life.
That is true.
Okay, the teams will start. We will play all 45 minutes of the first half. Vinchu, remember, is 1-0 up.
So we have Real Madrid 1-0 up. We had to go to the 66-minute mark. Let's
Yes,
just
we'll get to the 66-minute mark. We'll play the
make a
first
mental
half.
note.
We'll make a mental note of that.
Free kick though.
Free kick for Vinchu. No, this is old as James Rodriguez changes it up. Oh, off the defender there. Almost knocks it back into his own goal. Could have been another own goal. We've already seen one in the first match. Taking his time there, Julio Cesar. Julio Cesar punts it down to the left side. Ronaldinho accepts the high ball, passes it to Esteban Cambiaso. Cambiaso looks for space, looks for man, but he's crowded out by 5 people. Great defense there by Old. Paul Pogba, Maicon, Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard looks for a long pass. He's the master of the long pass. He's very good with that. Didier Drogba, Paul Pogba.
Defense is really tight as well.
Yeah, defense is really tight. Look at that. They're surrounded by 7 players. James Rodriguez managed to go weaving around the defenders, but beautiful save there by Julio Cesar. One hand flying save.
Let's take a look at that one. Oh, it's an offside as well.
Yes, it was offside, so it wasn't going to count anyway, but it was still a beautiful save nonetheless. Julio Cesar will take the free kick and restart the game. It is 14 minutes in. It is still 1-0 to E-Master Vinchu, who is in the pink. Thierry Henry down the left, passes it infield to Essien. Essien finds Ronaldinho. Long ball there for Henry to run onto. Henry, does he shoot?
Wow.
He shoots it, smacks it straight off the bar. Very, very unfortunate there. Thierry Henry now for the opposite team.
Makes you wonder what these CPU players are actually thinking when they see their double on the other team.
I've actually seen them pass one another. It seems very creepy in real life.
Oh yeah.
Watching that happen. And they seem to make it the most natural thing in this game.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not phased at all. Chiellini there, left back, passes into Cristiano Ronaldo. Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry finds Didier Drogba. James Rodriguez.
Oh,
Thierry Henry gets the ball back. Lucky there. Lucky bounce for him straight to his feet. Cristiano Ronaldo checks one player. Tries to go round at Maicon, but Maicon is too wily for that. He knows what's going to happen. On the attack now is Vinchu. Hold up play there by Thomas Muller. Esteban Cambiaso finds very far forward Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos is in the opponent's half. He gets tackled. Will there be a hole down this right side? It seems that Hassan or Old has found it. He's looking for it, but then he switches flanks. Now Didier Drogba goes past the defender. Can he go past Hummels? He cannot. Cristiano Ronaldo tries to go past Hummels. Hummels there will not. Thou shalt not pass, Hummels says. Right striker there, Thomas Muller.
Oh, this might be an opening.
This might be the opening. There are players in support. Gareth Bale, does he go for it? Nice check there. It is not a penalty. Beautiful there. Time tackle. Just gets the ball from out of the feet of Gareth Bale. Thierry Henry trying to push for the counter. But that was a poor penetrating pass. Goes nowhere but to the feet of a player in pink. Ronaldinho is back and forth again. This is totally
Thierry Henry beats 2.
Thierry Henry beats 2. Can he beat another one? Does he? He goes round, gives it back to Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stops, checks, looks for support. No one there. He has to go back to Sergio Ramos. Esteban Cambiaso. Gareth Bale is injured, it seems. Gareth Bale needs to be taken off soon, I presume.
Oh, he's
It is
limping.
half-time. He's limping.
Oh.
Gareth Bale will not be effective if he stays in that state. He has to be taken off there. Vinchu, I hope, has seen the injury to his player.
Yeah, do note that Vinchu is 1-0 and up due to the technical difficulty from earlier, and the second half will be played to the 66-minute mark.
So far, nothing much in this restarted game to
No,
be
not much.
excited about. Probably the only thing was that almost own goal. The keeper palms it out
Oh,
straight
yeah.
to the feet of Matt Hummels, whose back was turned to goal, but somehow manages to recover and get the ball back, the goalkeeper.
In addition to that, I think the defense is reacting very quickly to attack most of the times, and they're just putting their men to the ball right here. Let's see who Gareth Bale gets subbed out for. It's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo coming
That is
in.
not a shabby sub right there. World Cup Cristiano Ronaldo, one of my favorite players. He does everything in attack. He can play next to everywhere. So that is a good substitution. However, it's slightly different because Cristiano Ronaldo is right-footed primarily and Gareth Bale is left-footed primarily. But then again, Cristiano Ronaldo is a man who can do next to everything.
Ooh.
Attacking there, manages to cut out the attack from Vin Chu. He goes on the attack. Down the wing, cut out by Rio Ferdinand, classily there. Mats Hummels holds on to the ball. He doesn't have to rush. He knows his team is 1-0 up. It is quickly approaching the 61st minute. What was it?
66 minute.
Yes.
That's right.
I have to remind myself constantly that we're not going to play the 90 minutes.
It's okay, Muiz. I got you.
Oh, thank God, Wolf. If not for you, I would have forgotten. Rojo now brings the ball out. Rojo all alone. He has gone almost to the center of the field with no one checking his run. Rio Ferdinand there cutting it out. Maicon holds on to the ball. It is 6 minutes left before this game ends. Team in pink, while it does not show on the score line right now, they are 1-0 up.
Oh my!
And they secure that win pretty much certain now. They are 2-0 up. Vin Chu with, again, it is Thomas Muller.
Yeah, look at that one. He just beats 3 people right there and just simply taps it in past the keeper.
Just left them all standing. Just went past them with a shimmy shake.
4 minutes left on the clock, of course. It is 2-0 and up, not on the scoreboard right now. And that was a really awkward header into the arms of Julio Cesar.
Luckily, the goalkeeper was aware his defender was trying to head it back to him, or it could have been very, very embarrassing for the team. It is the 66th minute. I shall pause it. I will make the announcement.
GG, okay. Vin 2 and 0. Otis GG, they are alright with everything. We will be going to the next match. Not next match, but next game here between Old and E-Master Vin Chu.
Remember, it's a best of 3, so Vin is currently 1 up in this best of 3. Will Old be able to stage a comeback? 2 wins from 2 is what Old needs. All Vin Chu needs is just to win this next match.
Now all they need to do is swap the sides, of course. And there we will have it.
We will ask them to swap sides in the name of fairness.
I wonder if there's a coin toss on the last game.
Some players swear that playing home is an advantage.
I mean, it's a crowd advantage. Maybe the morale for your team. I don't know. I really don't know.
I really don't know if that plays into any sort of factor. But, you know, some people have the superstitions. I'm not going to call it one way or another.
Whatever makes the players feel better.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it's just that psychological edge within you. It's psychosomatic. You just feel it even though it's not there.
Yeah.
You know, so now Vin Chu will play as the home side on the left and Old on the right. Manu Neuer now comes in as his goalkeeper. Maicon, yep, they both pretty much love Maicon. Right centre back, Rio Ferdinand, Mats Hummels, Sergio Ramos. It's pretty much the same defense. Yaya Toure, Esteban Cambiaso. So Yaya Toure comes in to the team. Francesco Totti, not a player that I commonly see. Totti now in the twilight of his career has always been with Roma throughout his whole career. Roma fanboy as well. Ronaldinho as left attacking midfielder, supporting Totti on the opposite flank.
This is the first time I've seen Francesco Totti being put onto a team.
Correct. Francesco Totti is not a very common player. During the 06, he was pretty good. Oh, they probably listen to me. Totti is now back on the bench.
Totti's not... Okay, yeah, he's back on the bench. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So we won't see Totti playing.
Short-lived glory right there.
Yes, yes. Just a cameo appearance by Totti. Cristiano Ronaldo comes in for Totti. Right striker will be Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and left striker is Thierry Henry. So that's for Vin Chu. For Old says he's ready, so I'll just quickly go through his lineup. Their formations will be the same, I guarantee that. Buffon has a slight downward arrow, so that's not so good for Old. He's possibly... Yeah, see? I called it.
Yeah, you called it.
Buffon is slightly down arrow, so he's not the best of morales right now. Paul Pogba at right back is not a common choice, but Paul Pogba definitely can play there. Not his best position though. Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, we've already spoken about them. The old Manchester United partnership. And the new Manchester boy, Marcos Rojo at left back. Right defensive midfielder is Steven Gerrard. Central defensive midfielder is the former Chelsea man, Michael Essien. Central attacking midfielder is Ronaldinho. Gareth Bale is coming in at right striker. Striker will be Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and left striker Fernando Torres, who has had a great week in real life this week, scoring 2 against Real Madrid for Atletico
Both
Madrid.
are ready.
Both
We
are
can
ready. We will
go.
start right now. It is the second of the best of 3 matches. It is
Oh,
Imasavinchu
yeah.
versus
Oh, there.
he still loves the pink.
He
He'll
he,
go
he
with
loves
the
the pink. He has to go to the pink.
Ronaldinho now sporting the black away kit of the Borussia Dortmund. It seems like all things that a change in uniform might bring a change in luck. You know, it's a common superstition. This is a, as they say, a sway shirt. Maybe so. Maybe a different kit will do a better job.
In addition to that, I have to say that Vinchu's lineup really playing very wide there, spreading out the defense quite well, allowing Gareth Bale to constantly penetrate into the box and get the ball behind the net.
That's the thing that we don't see with many players, is that they want to go through the middle because it's the most common route and they think it's the most effective route. But what Vinchu is doing right now is he's trying to do something completely different. He's going down the wings, playing it out wide, and it's not something that people can handle.
I can see how it works, because when you have a 3-man team instead of this solo play, is that you can make those really quick passes and you can react instantly to the ball handling. Whereas for this one, it's completely different. Thierry Henry coming in right here.
Beautiful pass there by Thierry Henry, but not read by his striking partner. Marcos Rojo brings it to to Ronaldinho, Steven Gerrard, Paul Pogba. It seems like right now the first blood was drawn there by Imasavinchu, but it didn't quite pull it off. Right now, Old is on the attack. Old needs this game. Oh,
wow!
Beautiful shot there.
By
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale is like the man of this entire match here for both sides.
Gareth Bale, beautiful there.
Let's take a look at that.
In, checks, brings it onto his left, sees the goalkeeper off his line. Thank you very much. He picks the corner. Manuel Neuer left in no man's land.
Man.
No keeper would have saved that, no matter how good. And Manuel Neuer, we all know, is among the best. 1-0 right now to Old. Old is
looking to stage a comeback here.
He is. He knows that he has a great chance right now. That was a magnificent goal to start things off.
Oh, wow.
Attack again. Zlatan Ibrahimovic just
doesn't beat the defender.
Does not beat the defender. Mats Hummels, that was wise to his ways. Maicon now bringing it down the right side. Brings it to the middle. Zlatan Ibrahimovic out wide to Cristiano Ronaldo. Will he go wide or will he check in? He was fouled in the process. It is a free kick now. Yaya Torres standing over the ball for RVE. E-Master. I've been so used to calling the team's names. E-Master Vinchu. E-Master Vinchu plays it in. Thierry Henry, does he cut the man? Tries to, goes around.
Oh.
That was a good cross, but it was very awkward for the attacker to get in there. Mats Hummels now playing really far up, and he gets caught out by the team of Old, but still gets the ball back. Thierry Henry, E-Master Vinchu there, checks the ball. Thierry Henry, does he cross? Does he bring it in? He tries to bring it in. No, he crosses. But the defender again, too good in the air. Thing is with crossing is that strikers tend to be much better in the air than the strikers. So defenders will get there. First. They're huge. Man mountains. Look at Mats Hummels, which is a perennial favorite of most people. He's like 192. He's huge, massive man. You can't push him off the ball, and if you jump with him, he's just gonna push you aside like you were a ragdoll.
These people should just be playing basketball instead.
He should be, but I think it may not be so good with his hands.
not that good with his hands.
Not that good with his hands. Right-sided now, Cristiano Ronaldo. Does he check? No, he crosses. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is one of those players that can be a handful for any defender, because that man is also 190 plus.
Yeah.
So,
He's a manly man.
He's a very manly man. Very, very manly. I can feel the man from here. Ronaldinho now, Steven Gerrard, patient play there by Old. He knows he doesn't have to rush it. He is 1-0 up. Just hopefully doesn't get caught out on the counter attack. So far, so good for Old. Playing down the right side, he's wearing down the clock slowly but surely. It is 5 minutes.
Going on the offense as well.
Going on the offense. Zlatan there. Both teams playing Zlatan up front, and it's no surprise. Zlatan has been a very stable, very good player for this game for the longest time. He's big, he's strong, and he's decently fast as well. Thierry Henry, beautiful there. Still showing, belying his age, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the defenders aren't going to get tricked by him just yet, though.
I mean, these players are pretty much all geared up, and they know each other pretty well, and they know all the tricks of the game. They're not going to get easily caught out. That's why it took a brilliant goal.
All right, so yeah, there we go.
Michael Essien now with the ball. Passes to Marcos Rojo playing out wide. Rojo now traditionally plays more as a central defender for Argentina, but he is known to play for his previous club and his current club, Manchester United and Sporting Lisbon. They employ him as a left back. He's big. He's very big for a left back, so that's pretty unusual. But thankfully for him, he's pretty mobile as well. Cross in there. Oh, Old almost gets Zlatan onto the ball, and Zlatan, while he heads it way too high, way too hard. Right now, Vin is making a change.
Yeah, that's right. And don't forget that if you guys are just joining us, this is the Road to Korea, the Fantasy Cup Road to Korea. And right now, we are in game number 2. Game number 1 was won there by E-Master Vin Chu. And in game number 2, we are in the second half, Old having a 1-0 lead.
So far, Old has kept this game under his, in his pocket, under his belt. He has so far played really well. Vin Chu needs to find something different, something to change it up. Maybe this change will be it. We don't know what kind of impact it will have so far, but Vin Chu does not seem to be playing as well in the second game as he did in the first game, which is surprising because in the first game I think he did pretty well. I think it's more of Old reacting.
Yeah, Old is definitely reacting to these changes. Vin can't attack down the flank anymore. If you notice, he's constantly being cut off by the defender, and there are no gaps in the defense right now.
I think Old has become wise to the fact that Vin Chu likes to cross it and give his big striker the opportunity to take the shot. Oh, all the way back is Zlatan
Wow.
Ibrahimovic. He's making a lung-busting run all the way to the front, and he's now leading the line again, all the way from defense there. Left back Marcos Rojo. Is that a good pass? It is. Ronaldinho tries the same thing that Gareth Bale tried just now, but to less effect. All the way back to the keeper there. That's not very safe by Vin Chu, but he manages to get the ball all the way out.
Yeah,
He is on the
Ronaldinho,
counter.
now Thierry Henry getting the ball.
So far, so good, but they still seem to be outnumbered by the defenders right now. Can they find a way? Can they find the gap? No, they
Nope,
do not.
they do not find any gap
the
at all.
problem with Old's team is that they are playing so deep right now. Zlatan is almost on the halfway line. Can Zlatan get past? He does, but there's no one in support. Does he check? Passes it straight into the feet of a defender. Unfortunate there. That was a good breakaway, but unfortunately nothing comes out of it. Cristiano Ronaldo now gets tackled there.
It's going to be a free kick, of course, going over to Vin now. Cristiano Ronaldo will be making the play up front. Ronaldinho now has the ball, passes it to Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well.
Right now, does he check? He tries to. That was a defender of the defender, so it is a free kick to Vin.
Yeah, Cambiaso will be the one that's taking that one. Gets the cross in. Will he find any attacker in the box here? It's going to be really difficult for Vin to get in. He still holds on to possession though.
Vin right now not having any luck with the wing play so far. Old has been able to cut it out. His defenders are playing much better in this second game. Right now on the attack is Old. Old gets past. Beautiful attack there by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He shimmy shakes again past the three defenders, the two defenders, and he just slots it into the bottom right corner. Vin Chu now on the attack. Vin Chu needs to get something back in the 6 minutes. I don't think it's entirely possible. It's a bridge too far, I believe, for Vin to cross. Esteban Cambiaso passes to Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry goes down the left. Thierry Henry tries to check the run, goes round the defender, but a secondary defender was there to help out. Gareth Bale now. Steven Gerrard with the ball for Old. Ibrahimovic there with a little bit of showboating. Tries to go down the wing, but does not reach anybody. Rio Ferdinand will take the ball out. Ronaldinho with the ball. I think we can pretty much call this game. It is Old's game. He's leading 2-0, and we will go into the third match of this game 2, Old versus E-Master Vin Chu. So far, it has been a war of attrition. It has been a great game. 2-0 so far for both games, but then both of them have had different winners. Old losing the first one, and in the second one, E-Master Vin Chu being vanquished. So it will be a very interesting third match to see who will progress from this side of the bracket. Good game there being called by Old. Very good sportsmanship, these two. They know each other well. They're both from across the causeway in Malaysia. They have met countless times. They have seen each other face to face, and I'm sure that despite them being rivals and adversaries, there is very much a sense of respect. from
Yeah,
both
that's
sides.
right. The GGs are being called right here, and game number 2 go to go to old gold.
Fernando Torres, on the back of his match-winning performance with against Real Madrid, is also the man of the match for this game. So we will await them, let them take a slight breather. We'll ask them when they're ready. And it has been so far a breathtaking matchup. As I've been speaking to Wolf just now, I expected this to be a very close match, and it has been so far.
Oh yeah, it
one apiece.
definitely has. And if we talk about the very first game, we did see Vinci really dismantle the defense here of Old, and we talk about in the second game how Old has adapted to it. So it is now on the onus of Vin to really just adjust his attack and come in with new vigor and try to take and seal the deal in this best of 3. It will go to anyone's side, and watching how both of them play, it's really interesting to watch because Vin really likes to attack down the flank, whereas O just plays a very patient game here. He waits for his offensive line, move forward, finds pass, gets the pick, and puts the ball behind the net.
Exactly. So far, it's two differing styles. One through the middle, which we commonly see in the 3v3, versus Vin's slightly more fluid wing play. So both teams have been effective, but it's both been one-off. Nobody has had a clear-cut.
Yeah,
win,
it's
I
not
would say.
it's not any clear-cut win at all.
Nobody's been trashed. So both you can tell that both formations have had their effective ways so far. It's just a matter of who puts the ball into the back of the net. As we saw in the first game, unfortunately Kogane was attacking all the way, but How Rocks was just a little more clinical in front of goal. So that could play a major factor. Buffon in goal for Old, Sergio Ramos, Rio Ferdinand, Chiellini, and Rojo. Not much of a change. Paul Pogba, Michael Essien as his two defensive midfielders. Central attacking midfielder is Thierry Henry. Fernando Torres, on the back of his brilliant performance in the previous game, is again in the team. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Cristiano Ronaldo. Pretty much same team there for Old. Every one of them again has the overall +1, so that is very, very useful. For Master Vinchu, again he sticks with the same formation. Nothing much has changed. Neuer still in goal. Michael still right back. Hummels, Sergio Ramos, David Alaba. Defense pretty much not changed. Only Alaba is not part of the top 100 players list. Yaya Toure, Michael Essien again make their appearance in defensive midfield. Right attacking midfield is Leo Messi, and left attacking midfield is Gareth Bale, which is slightly odd because Bale is also left-legged, as is Leo Messi. So maybe they're going to play one typical winger and one, inside forward. So we got to see what happens there. Rooney comes in. Who's not seen Rooney play so far. Rooney comes in at left striker, and Thomas Muller takes his place again at right striker.
Yeah, the 2010 Rooney. And I'm going to talk a little bit about Vin. I wonder if he will change his tactics in game number 3 a little bit, the way he plays. Will he be going for a very different kind of style? I believe both players are ready. We can jump right into the game now. And like I said, Vin Chu here really needs to kind of shake things up a little bit. I feel that his play is still very much one-dimensional, and when you talk about one-dimensional plays, Old is really proving to show that that kind of tactic down the middle is very, very stable, very consistent, and we just saw in game number 2 how consistent he can be.
Possibly Vin's formation is a little more dependent on the players running into space as opposed to Old formation where they're more static and waiting to receive the ball.
Yeah.
So there may be a difference. Vin may not be getting the support he needs from the CPU players running into space, or they may be not running into the particular spaces that he wants. So that may be a problem. But when they do, it can be devastating.
It can. It's lightning fast. He just takes a cross or maybe a very through pass, penetrating pass, and that will definitely allow him to put the ball at the back of the net.
This is game 3 O versus Vinchu. Old in the black away kit of Borussia Dortmund, and in the pink it is Vinchu is the away kit of Real Madrid. The two titans of Malaysian FO3 right now duking it out one-on-one. Their teams are They previously met when their teams played, and now they're meeting one-on-one, the test of their own personal individual skills. It is going to be a massive, massive game because only one of them can make it automatically through. But bear in mind that the loser can still get into the loser bracket, so he does have an opportunity right there. And for all of you watching this game so far, be sure to tune in all the way to the end because there's some nice prizes to be given away for all of you.
Yeah, that's right. Vinci playing from right to left here on the Real Madrid pink jerseys. And of course, we will have O playing from left to right. And now it's going to be Vinci's offense. Let's take it away.
Leo Messi there tries to check on his left. Exactly what he's going to do. He's trying to go and get ball on his left foot so he can either take a shot or do a right pass. His right foot is not the best, Leo Messi, so therefore he has to check it. He has scored 15 goals in La Liga with his right foot this year, but it's still not his primary foot because the rest of his 60 over goals have come from his left foot. So that's a statistics for you, for all you sports fans out there who are stat heads like me. David Alaba right now just coming back from injury in real life with Bayern Munich. He gives the ball away. Thierry Henry recently retired. Cristiano Ronaldo, Ballon d'Or winner 2015. So far, nothing much has been going on in this game. Both teams have not been able to crack the code just yet.
Yeah, they have not been utilizing the tactics all too well either, as I can see. But there's been a lot of man-to-man pressure from both sides. So maybe that's the new approach that both of them are taking.
But the man-to-man pressure is also quite dangerous because all it needs is a skip pass and you're left standing stranded there. So you can't exactly press too much. But these players are experienced. As you can see, that Sergio Ramos just waiting on the attacker to make his move. He doesn't want to make the move for him because if you do, the winger will just go past you and leave you stranded for dead, and that will create a huge gap. Alaba, a beautiful move. Alaba, does he cross? Does he get it in? He does, but Ramos gets the ball away. Now, I don't think that Muller is the best player in the air, so that is a pretty strange tactic. Rooney as well. Rooney is not the biggest man. His heading is not the best. So maybe this crossing thing may or may not work for Vinchu, but he's still on the attack. Leo Messi dribbles it all the way out. Very un-Messi like right there.
Yeah. Maybe we might have Vinci looking for low crosses as well.
Maybe he should, but right now he's not. He's playing them long and high, so that may not be so good for him.
Long and high for Ibrahimovic though.
Ibrahimovic definitely will thrive on those long, high passes. He is a beast of a man mounted. He'll definitely get there. Only people who probably can outmuscle him are players of the caliber of Matt Hummels, and Matt Hummels is exactly who he's going up against. So that is also another titanic battle in the middle of the field there. Messi, does he get the ball? He does not. Getting the ball high to Messi and hoping he runs onto the ball is a viable tactic, as you can see here, but the only problem is Messi is so short. You can see the massive difference between the defender and Messi. As long as he gets his head there.
It's a bit oxymoronic to try to get a high ball to Messi. I mean, no offense to Messi at all, but if you think about it.
Yeah, but if it does get through and the defender heads it wrongly, Messi running onto the ball, that can be very...
he's just going to blitz the ball right to the back of the goal.
Of course. And here Messi is again. Nice cross there. Again, the high cross.
You're going to question it. I'm questioning it.
I'm questioning it because his strikers are not the biggest man. He doesn't have a Kim Shim-wook. He doesn't have a Lewandowski. He doesn't have a...
He has Wayne Rooney.
He has
Leo Messi.
Yeah, all his strikers are a tad bit short. I mean, Messi's playing on the wing, so that's pretty much okay. But then Muller and Rooney are not renowned for their heading, so, I question it, as you said. I question it. So far, pretty tepid first half. Nothing much has happened. We hope the second half is much better.
Yeah, let's see if they rewrite their strategies a little bit. I'd like to see Vinci try to go for a more outside to inward approach with his strikers.
Let's hope that it works. So far, nothing has happened. It is
still 0-0.
Still 0-0. We don't hope for 0-0 because 0-0 is like the most boring thing ever. I hope more action, something comes up along the way.
It's a lot of very missed attempts here. So now Gareth Bale holding onto the ball for Vinci, passes back to David Alaba and back into the center of the field.
Gareth Bale definitely playing more of an orthodox winger play because he is on the left wing and he is left-footed. So I think they're going to get the ball down to the byline and he's going to cross it in, hopefully for the strikers. But again, like I said, getting down to the byline, crossing it with Wayne Rooney is really not the best tactic in my opinion.
Difficult. It's going to be really
It's
difficult.
gonna be difficult, yes. This man, however,
Oh,
look at how he just
holds onto
brushes
the
off.
ball.
Look at that. He goes up against Ramos, and Ramos has to foul him to stop him. Free kicks. We've seen many beautiful free kicks being scored. Ronaldo, will he punch it in?
Yes, he does.
He does. Beautiful defense there by Vinchu. Vinchu now is still with the ball. Yaya Toure trying to find his man. Essien. Beautiful long pass there to Rooney. That's exactly what they need to do. Right to the path. But who does Rooney have in the middle? No one.
Tries for the high and long cross again. This is really something to see.
One of the best headers is, ironically, Gareth Bale. A big, tall man right there. But, you know, he's actually shunted down to the wing. So that's not going to help them very much.
It's not. It is not. We will have to see. I mean, right now it is still nil. Nothing to nothing. And Yaya Toure has the ball. Will pull on to Messi here. Messi on the right wing. Looking for a man in the middle. Will he find Muller? No, he does not. Pogba will get the ball on the side of Old and will be clearing it away for his own offense down the field.
73 minutes already on the clock. It is coming right down to the tail end of this match. It still seems very locked in this battle. Nothing happening.
No
so
effective
far.
offense, I have to say.
No effective offense. Nothing seemingly happening. Maybe he'll take a mistake to get the breakthrough. We'll just have to see what Vinchu comes up with here. He's passing a lot in the middle, trying to open up the space, using his wide man effectively. He's pulling all the defenders all over the place. Does he get a good cross? He does.
Ooh.
A beautiful header. I've questioned Rooney's heading this whole time, but when the ball is so low like that, a stupid header.
That was great.
That was a great.
That was a great cross.
Right there, and again,
It's
orthodox
low,
wing play.
low,
Yes, low.
simple, and
Rooney doesn't even have to jump. He just stoops down, gets
there's
his
like
slightly balding head onto the ball,
yeah,
and it is 1-0 for Vinchu.
the
Vinchu now,
perfect header for a balding Rooney.
yes, perfect header for balding Rooney. No hair to get in the way of the cross. Gareth Bale now again, orthodox wing play, bringing it down the wing. Does he do the same thing? No, he does not. He finds David Alaba. Will Alaba cross? Alaba's on his
Down to Messi.
down to Messi. Can Rooney turn?
He's
Rooney
not gonna
finds
do it.
Messi.
Oh,
Messi,
Muller! Yes!
Beautiful there. Vinchu seals the game. I'm pretty much gonna call it. There's pretty much no time left on the clock. It's 1 minute 20 seconds on the clock, and it is 2-0 now to Master Vinchu. Master Vinchu looks good for the win.
Easy turn from Muller as well. He gets the ball, beats the defender because they weren't standing on his side there, and he just turns around and puts it in the back of the net.
2-0. Pardon the pun. Thomas Muller has been the starter for Vinchu. he has scored 3 goals so far for Vinchu. He has been a very effective striker for the team in pink so far.
Oh, this attempt.
No, nothing doing. It is going to stay 2-0.
Yeah.
Right now, he's going to run down the clock. Vinchu, Neuer punts it to Messi. Messi receives the ball. And that is the last action, last passage of play. Old graciously calls good game. It is 2 games to 1 for E-Master Vinchu. He progresses. Old drops down to the loser bracket. That's going to be one scary losers bracket with Kogane
and Old. Yeah, I mean, it's it's just not going to be easy at all. And we have to see which Titan, which veteran here, and they're all great players, will be coming out from the depths of hell to challenge whoever makes it through to the winners bracket.
As I was previously speaking to Wolf off camera, people in the loser bracket tend to have an underdog mentality. They have bloodlust going for them.
They do.
They do. They want to show that their loss does not mean that they're bad players, and they usually do well when they come up all the way. So it will be very interesting to see who comes up from that losers bracket. And the losers bracket, the first match, I believe, will be Kogane versus
Oh wow, that will be some
match.
match to watch there. I mean, great matches that we have today. First one, of course, just to recap, was Kogane up against Hull Rocks, I believe. That was 2-0 in favor of Hull Rocks. Hull Rocks played it very clinically. He wasn't very showy at all. He just held on to the defense very well and just counter-attacked. Actually, it wasn't even a counter-attack. It's just advancing the ball up, getting the goal. Very clean, very simple.
And in game 2, we saw E-Master Vinchu just edge out 2 games to 1. It was a very tight affair. As expected from early on, it was a great game so far. Perhaps not the best passages of play, but they really were well matched against one another.
Yeah, very well matched.
So, for those of you who have just seen it, it's just disappeared just before. Can we get that thing back up again? Yes, thank you.
They're gonna troll us. Just continue doing
they're
it.
trolling us. They're putting it up and off again. Okay, that thing that you see at the bottom of your screen, coupon.fo3.garena.com. Enter the code. If you didn't get the code, you can just scroll a few seconds back and pause it. Just pause it, yeah. So scroll a few seconds back and pause it and enter it at coupon.fo3. Yes, it's finally there. So what you will get is, I believe, a top 200 World 11 pack. Now, strange things are happening to the overlay.
I have to carry it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so now you see now it's blocked. Now it's in the middle.
It's
of our
blocking
face.
us, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
don't pause it. Screenshot it. I want you to hear us talking still.
Yes, exactly. Just screenshot it and put it in later. You do have only 10 minutes left for this code, so please hurry. I think the people up in the box
Get
are
upside down. Yeah, that's perfect.
good job, guys. God knows what they're on about. Okay, this has been a great first edition for our Road to Korea.
Yeah, and if you guys are just joining us for the Road to Korea, the winner gets to represent Singapore and Malaysia for the FIFA Online 3 Invitational in Korea.
in Korea.
Yeah, that's why it's called like the Fantasy Cup Road to Korea.
It is a fantasy.
It's a fantasy cup, but the Road to Korea is real.
Yes, the Road to Korea is real. The Fantasy Cup is here to fulfill the fantasy
Yeah.
of getting to Korea. And also there's prize money as well. You don't go there empty-handed. They give you some spending money. $1,000 for the winner. $1,000 for the second place person. Second place, you're vanquished. But you go home a little bit richer with $1,000. You don't get to Korea though. It's not too bad, I guess.
It's not too
It's
bad
not
at
too bad.
all. And of course, that will be it for the night. Let's actually talk about tomorrow's matches.
Yes.
First off, it is going to be, if you can bring up the brackets once again, we will have the next two games down the bottom half of the winner's bracket. Monet versus Zeratis in our very first match tomorrow. And
RB Alex, the captain of RBE. No, sorry, that was our Royals, but one of the players from RBE Master. We already saw Vinchu going through. Will he join his teammate Vinchu? He is up against Still Beginner. Still Beginner, I think, is slightly more of a dark horse. I think he's not
a little bit of an unknown player as
yes,
well.
a little bit. No disrespect to him. I think he's done exceptionally well still to get to the last 8, the top 8. I keep saying last 8. I should call them the top 8.
Yeah, they are the top 8. So still, oh no, this side. So let's see. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Alex will move. Oh, this is really difficult. Yeah, here. When the losers will move.
It's somewhere around my
Here,
chest.
yeah, here. Okay, we got
Okay.
it. Oh, this is fun.
This is fun. We should do this overlay a lot more often. What are they doing to us?
I have no idea.
Okay.
They're just messing around. We're gonna try to figure out how we can explain this bracket as well. But anyway, that will be it for the night. My name is Wolf. His name is Muiz, and we will be signing off. Check out tomorrow for more FIFA Online 3 action.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Ciao. Oh, it's still on screen.
We're still on screen. All right, there we go.